What's on? And welcome back to another episode of Kansei, the second turn. Um, so I actually just started recording this and then realised halfway through that my microphone wasn't actually working. So I've now had to go back to the beginning. Luckily I wasn't that too far in. So obviously where we last left off, we were questioning Kevin. So let's get back to that. Okay. So why do you work for Mr. Orton? But you said he's probably doing illegal things. Doesn't that bother you? In other words, you don't really care where the money comes from, as long as you don't get into trouble. I'm starting to think that I'm not going to like anyone in this house. Yeah, I agree with you on this one. If these people Mr. Orton surrounds himself with, I can't imagine the sort of people he's trying to hide from. Ooh, so how'd you get this job? Ain't you lucky? Really? How'd he find you? That's pretty lucky. Sorry, my phone's going off. Let me mute it. Whoa, am I imagining things or is he resentful about something? Do you know anything about Liam's nightlife? This guy is so hateful. Why is he working here? He's actually top of my suspicion at the moment because he's so hateful towards this company and everyone in it. So why are you working for them? Ugh. Well, I was thinking about other things. You knew about that? Okay. Let's examine. Oh, I have to wait until he's gone. Let's go back now, isn't it? Oh, is it that way? Okay. So now I know how to examine a room properly. We can examine this one. No dust settlers here. Maybe it Mr. Autumn room was keep his place tidy. Peach tree. They're light bulbs. Cute. Oh, well, there's nothing right here. Okay. Let's move upstairs. Can we move anywhere else? No, we can't. I want to stay here. No, I don't want to move again. Ugh. God damn it, life. Let's examine this room. Some sort of screen. There's a door. Okay. So let's talk to Detective Gursky. Okay. Do you really think Mr. Orton was murdered? Detective Gursky sighs and rubs his temple slowly. Do you think he killed himself? No, my phone's working. There we go. So you think it's my fault? Yeah, I know. Gursky studies my face carefully before he speaks. Yeah, I did. But I really don't want to talk about it. Did he try to commit suicide? Oh. Are Aki and the others really convicts? No. I'm confused. But Lee May said you were the parole officer. He rolls his eyes. More trouble? What sort of stuff have these guys been up to? But what did they even do? He rubs his head slowly, as if an old headache has just found its way back to him. Ah, that's why she said they're a special investigation agency. What about Lee May? Where did she come from? Why does nobody want to tell me about Lee May? I raise my eyebrow, but I don't press the question. It's obviously something I want to get. It's obviously not something I want to get involved with. I heard that Mr. Autumn was conducting genetic experiments on people. Miko, yeah, his eyes are open wide. Well, not exactly. I mean, Marissa said there were rumours about it. Well, there's enough truth in them that she came all the way here to investigate. I found a bunch of these papers in the basement. Any idea what they're about? Detective Gursky takes the sheet from me and pages through them carefully. With each page he reads, his eyes widen. What? What is it? How do you know about this? It's not like I have anywhere to be. He sighs. So, you're the one who caught Aki and Nucky? He got away? I'm having trouble thinking of Nucky as a sort of guy who could run from the law for very long. Clearly he handed himself in. Oh. He scowls. Okay, so never mind. Oh, well, as I enter the lobby, okay, Aki races down the stairs and nearly runs me over. Whoa! Where have you been? ... Of course. What? That can't be true. Kevin said that Mr. Autumn pays him well. What makes you think Liam wasn't lying? In other words, you use your Kansei. So if Mr. Autumn doesn't pay anyone, why do they work for him? Whoa. So basically, he gets people to be completely devoted to him by holding on to what they love. And in the end, he doesn't have to pay a cent. This is getting complicated. But Detective Gursky's standing at the door. I doubt he'll even let you in. Oh, hello. Naki, what are you doing here? I thought you were with Sophia. Damn, this girl. Aki glances around the room quickly before taking a step towards her brother. Aki takes Naki's hand in hers and closes her eyes. The world around me fades to black for a moment, and I find myself standing in a luxurious office. The world looks like a warmer and softer than I'm used to. It's kind of surreal. On the ground before me is a dead body, Mr. Autumn, I assume. Are we in the office? Okay, so what do we do now? Ooh, explore. Let's do his body. If I were in the real office, I'd be able to read Mr. Autumn's final moments. Unfortunately, I'm not the real office. Judging by the skin colour, I'd agree with Dr. Gursky. It was in blue. Books. Some sort of alcohol, I guess cognac by the colour. The ice in the glass hasn't melted yet, which means Mr. Autumn was drinking this right before he died. Maybe he was poisoned. Oh, it's the same thing. Today's newspaper. No idea what it says. Done exploring, I guess. If I had to say, I guess the cognac on his desk. The ice wasn't melted, so he poured it recently. And he didn't get to drink very much of it, so it may have been the source of the poison. If that's the case, then the murderer could be anyone. Then I guess we'll just have to figure out who brought it. Sophia probably knows who's given him gifts lately. Okay, I'm going to talk to her anyway, because might as well get her over and done with now. So, did you learn anything else when you were speaking with Liam? Yeah, I think we know that. That's not exactly news. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. So you and the others are criminals, huh? Limi is the one who told me. I've explored as much of the house as I can. Well, I haven't gotten a good look at the security room. Kevin's always in there, and I don't want to be poking around while he's watching. Even if we could, the door would lock behind him. There's no way to open it without him. The only way to get in is to reset the power and override the system. You can't override the security system without code. Aki's eyes suddenly light up. No. But we don't. I don't think Sophia's going to just tell us hers. Naki appears beside me. He looks a little out of breath, as if he ran here as quick as he could. Wait, did you just call him here? Aki stares at me as if this should be obvious. She laughs. She turns to Naki and places her palms together, almost as if she's in prayer. He frowns. She smiles widely, showing off her teeth in a cheesy grin. No, he sighs. Dot dot dot. Naki looks around apprehensively. It seems he already knows where this conversation is going. She folds her arms across her chest and draws her back up. She paces between Naki and I like a general giving orders. Naki sighs. He looks resigned. Aki turns and looks at me expectantly. Yeah, I got it. I try not to sound too resentful. It's not an entirely terrible plan, but I don't like having Aki boss me around. Aki strides down the hallway and knocks on the door to the security room. After a few moments, Kevin opens it and lets her inside. As soon as Aki starts speaking, I turn and walk down the hallway with long, quick strides. I hurry past the rows of the doors and quickly make my way down to the basement. Once I arrive at the basement, I flip up the switches off. The room plunges into darkness. I race up the stairs and duck into the bathroom. Outside I hear muffled voices. Aki is talking to Kevin about something as she follows him down the basement. After a few seconds, the lights flicker back on. At the same time, I hear the basement door slam shut. I crack the door to the bathroom open slowly. In the hallway, Naki is already busy punching in a string of numbers into the security pad. His fingers race over the buttons, tapping each one in an even rhythm. The box beeps softly and the door opens. The two of us leap through it and begin our search throughout the meager contents of the security room. The basement is pretty small. A map of the first floor. I think I've been in all of these rooms. Yeah, probably. Can't understand any of it. Main entrance to his house. Someone's bedroom. Looks large. It looks like a luxury looking bedroom. What's that? I kneel beside the computer to inspect it. It looks like it was custom built, but there's nothing suspicious about it. As I stand, I notice a yellow bit of cardboard switched between the computer and the glass desk. What's this? I pull it out gently. It's a folder stuffed with papers. This looks promising. I roll up the papers quickly and stuff them under my shirt. Nucky and I make a mad dash for the door. We burst out into the hallway, shut the door quickly behind us, then attempt a casual walk back into the lobby. The casual walk turns out to be more pitiful swagger, but thankfully there's no one in the hallway to see us. After a few minutes, Aki rejoins us. I show her and Aki the papers that I discovered. Likewise. Aki and Nucky both furrow their brows in concentration as they examine the papers. Despite their wildly different personalities, they still reflect each other's actions. Finally, Aki sighs and hands the papers back to me. I take the pages back from her and roll them up again. Maybe someone else can tell me what they mean. Let's go. Oh, it's Liam. We haven't seen him all of this, the whole time, pretty much. Liam approaches me as soon as I enter the hallway. Huh? Yeah, what's up? He runs his fingers through his hair and yawns. I really wouldn't say I am. He shoves his hands in his pockets. Dead, you mean? Liam stares at me as if I've just placed an octopus on top of my head. Mr. Orton is dead. He just died. Did Aki even tell him any of this when she was speaking with him? Liam's eyes dilate as he processes my statement. His eyes light up as a self-satisfied smirk spreads across his face. Whoa! What's so ironic about it? I purse my lips in an attempt to keep my voice calm. You don't seem that cut up about it. I'm gonna tell him the truth. No, it looks more like he was murdered. Again, Liam takes a few seconds to process my statement. When it finally registers, his face twists into an expression of fear. Liam begins pacing back and forth, muttering to himself under his breath as he does. He finally turns back to me and grabs my shoulders. Well, we won't be able to say for sure until the autopsy, but yeah, pretty sure. He glances back and forth as if he's expecting to see something leap out from the shadows and take him. He dashes off down the hallway. Liam, wait! I take off after him, and on arrival in the main entrance, just in time to see him race up the stairs. I follow him up the steps, but he's already disappeared by the time I get there. I want to go back down. I don't want to talk. I want to find him. Let's go back in here. I want to talk to her. Oh my god! So much questions. Okay. Does anyone in your family suffer from any kind of medical condition? Sophia places her hand on her hips and gives me a sharp glare. Let's blame Liam. Liam told me about him. Well, technically he told Aki. So. Sophia's expression tightens for a brief moment, but it doesn't take long for her to regain her composure. She clasps her hands together and straightens her back. Soz. I found these papers lying around. They're about some other companies, I think. What are they exactly? I didn't know he owned other companies. Meaning? So he owns them in secret. Why? Do you know anything about any experiments with altering genetics that Mr. Orton ran? Can you think of any reason why anyone would want to kill Mr. Orton? And that would be? What? That sounds pretty sketchy. Hang on, why didn't you mention this before? Are you kidding? He received death threats and now he's dead. You seriously don't see the connection? Oh really? Why would people threaten to kill him? It's starting to become more evident why Mr. Orton doesn't like living around people. If that many people hated me, I'd probably lock myself up too. You'd think that with all the lives he saved, people wouldn't hate him so much. Whoa, she looks angry. I thought she was really distraught about Mr. Orton's death, but looking at her now, she definitely seems to be harbouring anger towards him. Was Mr. Orton planning to cut Liam from his will? How did Liam take that? How convenient for Liam. Killing someone seems like a good way to get revenge, although I don't think Mr. Orton regrets much now that he's dead. Still, it's definitely something to keep in mind. Okay, did someone buy some cognac for Mr. Autumn recently? I hope I'm saying that right. We think it might be related to the murderer. Surprise registers on Sophia's face for a brief moment. What? Well, it certainly looks that way. The symptoms are all constant. The pale skin, the sweating. What do you mean? Sophia paces back and forth on the floor, speaking rapidly under her breath. She berates herself. Sophia spins around to face me again. Sophia, do you know what it is? She hurries to the cupboard and pulls out a white linen napkin. She pulls out a plastic bib from beneath the sink. The recycling logo is painted on the side. With the napkin wrapped around her hand, she picks carefully through the pile of bottles and cans until she finds what she's looking for. She holds up a simple plastic water bottle. It's empty save for a few drops of water sloshing around the bottom. What is it? But what makes you think that it's poison? But it's just a water bottle you happen to find. You may have been sick for some other reason. Bloody hell. I take the rat bottle from her, being careful not to touch the plastic. It looks innocent enough, but if she's right, then there's only one person who could have poisoned Mr. Autumn. Let's take this to Detective Gursky. Sophia nods in agreement. Okay, well, I'm going to end this episode here. I think the next one's going to be the last one, and we'll see what ending we get. And if we get it right, my suspicions are quite... it would either be Liam or Kevin, I think. Kevin, more of the revenge. Liam, because he wanted the fortune, but the fact that he ran off was a bit suspicious. But yeah, we'll see who it is in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.